Hello, class. If you are watching this screencast, you are here to get more information on the podcast project that we have going on. So, without further ado, let's take a look at this. Okay. So, what we have is this is going to be the final, this is the unit assignment for our good food, bad food unit. We have talked a lot about different types of foods, what is actually in them, what are the health risks you take when you eat food where you aren't aware of what's in it. And we are going to wrap this up by sort of talking about policy. So the assignment and the materials wanted you to write a paper about high school food. You guys are all about to graduate. I thought it would be more interesting if we talked about what sort of food would get served at a college cafeteria. So let's start with the basics. What is a podcast? Okay, a podcast is a digital audio file that is available on the internet. That's really what you need to know. You guys can go over the whole nuts and bolts of that definition if you would like. It does sound a lot like the radio, doesn't it? Okay, podcasts are similar to radio broadcasts, but there's a few differences. Radio broadcasts are always happening. Okay, there's a radio station, it is transmitting through the airwaves content for you to hear. Okay, a podcast is pre recorded, it's edited, it is compressed into an audio file, it is then placed out there into the internet for you to download. Okay, so that is the real difference there. You can think of a podcast as always being pre recorded, where radio is often live. Uh, I assume you guys have some sort of familiarity with podcasts. You can download them on your phones. You can find them in the App Store. If you have an iPhone, you have a podcast app. If you have a Droid, you would get your podcast through Stitcher. Uh, these are very popular, especially people more my age than your age. We love podcasts. Okay? And you are going to make one. So you won't be doing this alone. I have placed you guys into groups of three, and you and your partners are going to create your own episode. Your podcast is going to be based on what food your college cafeteria is going to serve for the upcoming school year. Okay? So here's what you can focus on. You can make this about COC. You can make this about a Cal State school. You can make it about a UC school. You can make it a private school. I'm going to ask you to pick an actual real school. So the three of you will need to come to some sort of a consensus on what you are most interested in. It does not have to be a school that you're all attending. Okay. I just want you to actually choose one. Okay. You are going to play three roles. There are three of you. Someone is going to be the host or the moderator. You are going to welcome your audience. You are going to tell them what show you are listening to, and then you are going to set up what this specific episode is going to be about. Okay? And the episode is going to be about, you are going to welcome two different guests on who are both going to sort of fight their case for what sort of food should be served on campus. So you have the advocate for change. This is the person who wants to overhaul the cafeteria and make the food healthy. I can tell you right now, if it's a college cafeteria, they probably serve a lot of junk. Okay. And then the other person who comes on is going to be the defender of free choice. And I wrote there, schools and students should be able to serve whatever they want. Okay. So you have the host who sets things up, and you have to ask questions. You have to maintain order. You have to keep the discussion moving. And then we have these two people here where you guys are arguing your sides. Those are the three roles you're going to play. Okay, so here are the requirements. This is going to be a 12 to 15 minute episode. I know that sounds scary. Trust me, this video that I'm creating is going to turn out to be just about 10 minutes itself. It's not that hard to record yourself for 12 to 15 minutes. Okay, you are going to bring sources into your argument. You cannot just wing it. You can't make all this up on your own, okay? If you are the person who is using the healthy choice argument, you have to come with expert opinions. You have to come with stats about obesity, okay? About how much money can be saved whatever it is, okay? And if you're on the other side, okay, you're a free choice advocate. You want to talk about censorship, you want to talk about our rights as Americans, okay? You need to bring in words that aren't just your own, okay? So the requirement for the entire group is a minimum of 6 sources. That means each group member needs a minimum of 2. I encourage you to use more, okay? Now, here's where this works just a little different than a normal podcast. A normal podcast is strictly audio. You guys are going to create something just like what you're watching now. Okay, you see how I have a slideshow that I am recording audio over? That is what you are going to do. So you'll see right here, I say a minimum of 6 Google Slides during the recording. So you are going to send me a video, but the video is just a slideshow with your audio over it. So it functions as a podcast. Um, so for the 6 slides, each group member needs to create 2 of the slides. You could have a visual, you could have a quote, you could have something for me to look at as you continue your argument, okay? And then at the very end of this, there will be a works cited slide. This does not count towards your 6, and I will see all of the outside sources that you guys came up with. I will see them on a works cited slide in MLA format. Okay, those are the nitty gritty requirements. Here's things that I want you guys to consider. Okay, what are you going to call your show? This will help you begin to plan your conversation. Is this a comedy thing? Is this a news thing? Is this debate? Is it argumentative? Uh, how are you going to tackle this? Okay, I wrote in something about your character's background. If you want, play yourself. If you want, take on a persona. Okay, what is your purpose? What is your motivation during this show? Who are you? Why do you care about this? Okay, and as always in this class, you are going to consider ethos, pathos, and logos. You are making an argument, okay? Even if you're the host, you are still sort of making an argument to your audience that they should be invested in this debate, okay? So establish credibility, connect to people's emotions, appeal to them logically. How are we going to do this? Using screencast-o-matic.com. Guess what? It's free and you are watching one right now. I am recording a screencast for you. They are very easy to use. I will show you how. I have this rubric here for you. You can visit this at any time. I will do just a little bit of quick math for you. It is a 150-point product. Half of it is your content. Then we have sources, visuals, length and format, all those good things. Okay? I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys have fun with it. Please bring me questions. I haven't even set a due date for this, so you have some time to work on it. And I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Okay? Come to me with questions.